Hey guys, Mark French here from Agape Property Group. I'm a realtor here in Austin. Had an awesome meeting today about the real estate market in America, and I wanted to share some of the insights that came out of it. Some of it's really interesting, some of it not so much. So I'll just kind of pick out the nuggets that I think is really cool, and let's get it out there. So the first thing that came up on it was forbearance, and so kind of foreclosures and forbearance is the program that helps folks to get out of avoid foreclosure, and it's been really effective. It first came into play around, I think the program came in and endorsed by the government around the 2008 timeframe after the financial crisis, and was not effective back then, but it is very effective now. So there's been a bit of a speculation out there about what's going to happen since the foreclosure bans are now being lifted. Is there going to be a flood of inventory? Is there going to be a bunch of deals out there that can be snapped up? Well, actually, I don't think it's going to be, well, I say I don't think, based upon the data that we're seeing, I don't foresee there being that kind of activity in the market. So what does that mean? So percentage of overall forbearances as of July last month is 3.47% versus 8.47% May of last year. Out of those who kind of exit out of the forbearance program, 44% of them pay in full, and just about 39%, they work with the bank through the forbearance program, and they get a repayment plan in place, or they do a refinance and get themselves out of a situation. And then there's about 17% of people that are still in a sticky spot. And this is an interesting point here that came up. So an additional 431,960 foreclosures would be needed to make up for the last 2 years. And the slide that's on screen now, you can see the 2017, 18 and 19 foreclosure numbers versus 2020 and 2021. Now granted, there was a foreclosure ban put in place, so people couldn't be foreclosed on during those times due to the pandemic. So it'll be interesting to see kind of, what this looks like in the next 3 to 6 months. But this quote from Realty Track is pretty good by Rick Schager. I like this a lot. So while some borrowers will not be able to recover from the financial distress that COVID inflicted on them, there won't be enough of those properties to fix the supply and demand issue or the imbalance in the market. Concerns over foreclosure increases have been wildly overestimated. So love that, wanted to kind of share it. If you know anybody out there that's going to be at risk of foreclosure, tell them to speak to their realtor. Come and see us. There's ways out. You can sell, you can walk away with money in your pocket, and then on to the next chapter of your life. So yeah, wanted to touch a little bit on some of the speculation about investors, institutional investors, and buying up real estate. There was a quote by Adam saying that institutional investment shoots up to a near 6-year high to 4.6%. Of single-family homes and condos, and it's been the highest since fourth quarter of 2015. So this slide, looking back over the last 20 years of data, it's not that high. I mean, the article is spot on because there has been that kind of jump, but it's not really anything to be concerned about based upon what we've been seeing over the last 20 years. It's around that 2013 time, it actually peaked up to about 9%. Institutional investment only really kind of started after 2008, after the financial crisis, and they're mainly kind of picking up, investment real estate. But what's going on now is that 12%, they're putting money into the construction side of it as well. And so 12% of new construction is being built. 12% of that is being focused on rental, not for resale to consumers. And also from a statement from Yardi Matrix, single-family home rentals have long been a major subsection of the housing market, representing about 1/3 of the 46 million homes, rental homes in the US. So that 46 million is homes and apartments. It's single-family homes and multi-family dwellings as well. If it was just single-family homes, it would be more like the 21 million kind of number in the US. And so the institutions did not enter the segment until after the global financial crisis in 2008, and it remains today a small slice of the overall market. So the headlines are kind of blowing that up, but actually it's not that bad. It ain't that bad. Okay, so then a little bit more, a little bit here on prices, just some interesting things that came up I thought was pretty cool to share. So the appreciation, as we know, is kind of shot up, but a bit of a breakdown. Where's my slide? I haven't got it here. Well, what it said was, I remember it. It said the first 6 months of last year, the average appreciation was 33,800, and so for the last year, a lot of people out there would have seen appreciation in their home that would have been similar or same as, slightly more or slightly less than their income or what they got paid from their job. So anyone kind of on an annual salary of like 60, 65, 70, $75,000, they would have seen that amount of appreciation in their home. So that's amazing. And then the average countrywide appreciation on homes, $200,000. That's an average. So yeah, big number. So comparing that to the market here in Austin, so what we're seeing here in Austin, it's cooling down. It's cooling down. People are taking probably more than one vacation this summer versus just the one, because they've been behind the COVID wall over the last 18 months. There's buyer fatigue. Buyers are pumping the brakes out there and taking a break because it was a rough ride a few months ago. There's not as many offers going in on homes. We're seeing probably anything between, we've seen in the last 3 transactions, there's not been more than 5 offers going on homes. And so our clients are competing with less offers when they're kind of looking at buying. And that's been great. It's been less stressful. It's been a faster process. It's been, end to end on when they sign with us and become a client to when we actually close at the table and they get the keys to move in. It's a shorter time frame now than it was a few months back. So that's good. It's good and healthy to see. Not sure what it's going to be like in the next couple of weeks when school kicks in again, because it might be, we might see that demand pick up again. We might be returning into like the standard kind of seasonal type of market conditions that we're used to. We shall see. But we're always staying pretty on the pulse on the market here in Austin. So if you've got any questions about it, just hit us up. You know where we are. You got our number. It's on the below this video. Will be all that contact information. Hope you're enjoying summer. Stay cool, and hope to speak to some of you soon. Take it easy. Bye.